welcome. Welcome. Oh, the other phone just turned off right when I got here. So, happy Friday. Happy Friday. This is the freebie. It is available at patreon.com/Dearjuliejulie in the public section. So it is actually free. So welcome. I'm going to go ahead. I'm not going to use these after all. Anyway. Okay, I still have a little bit of a mess here from playing with the Craftin' Chat yesterday on Zoom. So that was fun. I'm working on a few more journals. I did finish my I finished my journal. Okay, so it is finished. It is fluffy, and so you will be able to find the video of that tomorrow. We will do the flip through. Also, this is available. It'll be available in the Patreon at 2 o'clock today as a for sale. And so it will be $135. It will be, you get the journal, shipping is included. You also have access to all the Patreon items that have ever been up there right now, because I haven't taken anything off yet, as well as, and there's several kits, including the ocean kit that I just gave them, and I just gave them, I'm going to show you in just a minute, a beach sunset kit. It's a little kit. But you also receive the ephemera pack for the month that you purchase this in. So, and this is going to be called Golden Sea Breeze. Golden Sea Breeze. Okay, so yeah, so watch for that. 2 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. It will be in the Etsy. And okay, so welcome. I do have another shipment going from the orders from the sale from last week. The sale that was 4 days of videos going out today, and I still have a few that have not purchased or sent their address. So it says several of you are delivered. So yay! I loved seeing that today. We had a bunch of them that were showing delivered. So let's take a look at what we have for our freebie. And I went back in and got some more beach pictures because I needed some tall tags. And I'm going to show you an easy way that I have made these into tags for today. So let's just give a hello to Jenna Lee. Hi, Regina. Hi, Big Mama. Hi, Rhonda. And hi, Karen. Welcome. We're a little crowd today. A little crowd. It just so you know, this is a live video. If you're watching on Friday in the morning, there is a live chat. We have a live chat every day at 10:30 Pacific Standard Time, except Sundays. And so you can come and hang out with some amazing crafty people that I love so much. Okay, so I'm gonna show you. Okay, so let's talk about this. So we have, this is a different angle of the pier, and there's actually people on the beach, and a jetty. Okay, and then we have a watercolor picture with the palm trees, and then we have the real picture with the palm trees. It's amazing what gets put behind it. So I have these 4 I think they're like right around 2.5 inches, so that I could use that punch that I have from Hobby Lobby. I'm not going to, but I could, and that would be another thing that would make this really easy. Our words this time: walk along the beach, enjoy, seashells, palm trees, seagulls, overcast, cloudy, go anyway, umbrella, walk along the shore, beach vibes, listen to the waves. Okay, and we have a little one here that could become a stamp. And then our Bible verse for today is, "For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us." I was looking for something. This popped up every time I went to a different place to look. So Romans 8:18. Somebody out there needs to hear this amazing and peaceful word to give you peace. And so there it is. And we'll be adding to my verse ring with that. Okay. So I have another shells. This time it's rocks with the open shell. And so I thought it was really kind of cool. So rocks in the shells. And so, yeah, so that is the Friday freebie. Again, it is available at patreon.com/Dearjuliejulie. While you're there, you can pick up last week's, which was the shells, and the week before, which was watercolor beach, or I called it ocean. Okay, so you get words, you get Jeff and Izzy and the little girl running on the beach, you get shells, you get words, and you get this. Okay, so really, really fun. Hi, Lolly, welcome. Okay, so I'm not going to take you into the kitchen where I have my sewing machine, but I wanted to show you that a really fast way, for me, it's a fast way to make tags and to get something going, is to add stitching. And since I had printed this on copy paper, I went ahead and added it to some of the amazing graph paper that we got at the gathering. And so it gives me a nice weight for a journal tag. And so then I can either use my regular scissors, my fancy scissors, or my cutter, and I can cut around them. I do have strings, and you guys know that the strings drive me crazy. Okay, so we can go ahead. I can just barely see where the line is here. Okay, and then we can come across here. So I took these to my sewing machine, and I had the 2 pages. I did not glue them together. I would recommend it. Okay, this right here, I kept that separate. Okay, if I want to take this and make a little trifold goodie out of it, I can. But I need separate tags. What has happened is I have finished one journal, and I have the other 2 almost finished, and I need tags for interest, and also for my ephemera pack for the one journal for my July Pearl Patreon journal. Okay, so there we go. And these ones, you can see I just went around them. Okay, so this is something that you can, if you don't know what to do with the Friday freebie, this is something you can do with your Friday freebie pieces. So like this shell one, I could have done the same thing and gone around and had all those pieces already ready. And then I can just put these in with the other pieces. Oh, I need to finish cutting this one. Okay, what did I miss? Congratulations, Big Mama finished all her requirements. Yay! At the crafting chat yesterday, somebody said, Julie, I thought you said you finished your journal. I said, no, I finished the requirements. Because, you know, I don't like a totally empty journal. I wish I did. So, having your sew machine out is fun. Okay. So that was really easy, right? Just go ahead and have them stitched together. They've got a nice back on them. I'm not going to distress them because I don't know which of the journals they're going in, and I don't know if they need to be distressed, but there is that one. Okay. Then I have this one, and this one is just the, I used cardstock. Oh, generally we will keep her in, I will keep her in my prayers. It's a lot of that going on, and that is, it is just so sad. Okay, so this one I went around, but I also came back and I went with my zigzag. Okay, so these ones this one I rounded the corners, this one I went straight, this one I came down and I went around the shell, and and it's messy. And then this one I came around here, and you could, right in here, you could go ahead, and if you were, you could take apart your Bible verse and put that in there. So, but this one is directly on, just on cardstock. Okay. And what I'm using is, I have a bunch of the Michaels cardstock that I had purchased back when I scrapbooked, which I've got to get back into, because otherwise, you know, the pictures at least need to be put into something, right? I think so. Okay. So this one's just the lightweight, just the card. So if I wanted to add this to something else, but I already have the look and the texture of having the stitching on it. Oh, I can do crazy. I was crazy once. I took 3 girls to the prom. Oh my gosh, you guys, that was a saying that we actually did. Crazy. I was crazy one. I was the one that drove the kids. places if I could. Okay, so this one directly on cardstock, no extra backing paper. And, you know, I would, and then I just stitched on it. So it already has, so if you're doing a Dear Julie Julie challenge and you know that you have to add your 3 things, boom, you've already added one of your three things, because stitching is, we count it as an enhancement. Okay. So there, boom. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 so far. Okay. And then these, I didn't go around the outside. I just added stitching to them. And then I went around the Bible verse, and I ran around the ticket, or the stamp, and I went along the bottom of these words. So, giving me, yeah, you can use any paper that has Dear Julie Julie Digitals printed on it. You can use anything that has Dear Julie Julie printed on it. So if you have fabric, you can have fabric. So I don't know about you, but when I get to the point like where I've got all my requirements done, but my journal still needs some stuff, it can be frustrating. Because I'm like ready to be done and move on. So I think that this was kind of fun. You know, we're gonna do other things to them, but I will have 12 tags, 4 for each of the journals that are on my desk that just need a little something here and a little something there. So Tom has, they're going up to see if they can fix the repeater, and I was going to go live, and then I realized that I have to make a kit for the VIP for Wednesday. So if you finished your June challenge journal, be watching the group. So the group where we had it, be watching for your invitation to the group. And so I should be able to get the group up today. So go ahead and join the group, and that way you will have, as soon as anything is ready, you will have access. Okay. You'll be in the green room waiting until I, have access. But I think these turned out really cool, and they're very, I mean, even though like this one just has that little bit going on, but they're very different. Another reason is this is the cardstock. This is copy paper, so you can see my cardstock is like the manila color, vanilla. Okay. And then I have the ones that are more decorated. Okay. But that's, I was like, that would be a great way to be able to add the digital to your, and do it fast. It did not take me that long to go around. So another thing is I have the Under the Sea book. I think it's called Under the Sea. It's called something like that. And I have taken the pages and put them in the book. And now I'm just going to cut them out. Again, I put them on that graph paper. And this is something I would do, especially if I was, you know, making more than one journal, which is what's happening right now. I'm making several. So I went around with the stitching. It's messy. Did some messy stitching up here. And now I have these two. And then I have the lobster. This is a California lobster right here. The other side of the page told you about them, but it was, you know, it was just the page. How many people are... I read it. Yep, Sunday is the sneak peek for next month's challenge. I think you guys are going to like next month's challenge. That's all I'm going to say, but I think you're going to like it. Okay, so just to give you an idea, book pages sewn together. You guys have seen me do playing cards where I take the playing cards and I lay them out, and then I've got a whole bunch of playing card size journal cards all done. I go ahead and sew them on. You know, this is something you can do, especially if you're low on glue. Okay. So the next thing I have to show you is I bought a bag. Uh-oh, is it going to come? I got this at Home Goods. I got this bag at Home Goods. And it's got these perfect goodies. And you guys, the patrons are getting a kit that is my tiki stuff from my tiki patio. And it's coming out and it looks, the colors are like this, kind of like the big blue. And so, yeah. So anyway, so I bought this. It was 99 cents. So I bought the bag. And of course I bought it to cut it up. And so I have cut from the top of it, or from the side, actually, I cut. And I have got them. And again, I stitched them on here and have them ready. And then you can either cut them right up close. I just did a few of them because, you know, it was going to be time. So, using your sew machine because you're out of glue. Because, you know, it could happen. Yeah. How to ask me how I know. I thought that Jeff and I might go to town today, but I don't think we are. I need to, well, and then if you are a Dearjuliejulie Patreon, you are the lucky recipients of another kit, because I forgot that I sent you your July kit, which is the beautiful Blue Magnolia kit, which this will also go with the Blue Magnolia Patreon. Okay, so this is, and it's kind of got teal stuff in it. Oh my gosh. So they got this kit. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's almost the end of the July and I didn't send the Patreons their kit. I guess I can do I'll do the sunset kit. that I had. So I'm going to show you that in just a minute. It's small though, because once I realized, I'm like going, oh, okay, well, I don't have to like wait till Jeff wakes up to get in there to get more stuff to make. Yeah. So so this month, the Patreons, if you're a Ruby Patreon, you got the full ocean kit. So the watercolor ocean kit. Okay, this one. If you and then you got a full little kit of blue or teal magnolia. Oh, teal magnolia, that sounds funny because of the movie. And now I'm going to show you here in just a minute. You've gotten all the welcome gifts for all the new paid. Every time there's a new paid Patreon or someone upgrades, so they were at the $3 level and they go to the $5 level, then we get a freebie. We get a free page, and I'm going to show you what that was. But first I want to show you that I did take one of the toucans and I put it on some wallpaper, and I have this ready. Okay, so yeah, so I've got this, and I've got the fun little pieces that go with this, and then so I have the toucan. Didn't turn out like a toucan, but the parrots look like parrots, and the tiki mask things are turning out really cool, and the colors are like this. It's going to be really fun, and that we'll see in August, along with their other special August kit. So that is, I'm excited. Okay, so this is the sunset kit. If you are an opal, which is the $3 level, you receive this. And so it's set up, it's postcards, but it's also set up so you can do a flip up postcard page. Okay, so you can do that, and then you've got the postcard page for your journal. Or you can fold this over, and that could be the back for this one. Or you can fold it this way, and that could be the back so that you could write. And so, yeah, so that is the opal postcard page. Okay, this is called Beach Sunset. And then this one is the sapphire, and it is the tags. So you get the large tags, and there is enough area down here. You could flip this up and have pockets on the back of all of it. Okay, I printed mine on cardstock here. So, and then Diamond, they got a side-by-side page. Emerald, you got the beautiful, this could be framed. It's so pretty. There's a couple kids, people along there. So the emeralds, they get a background page. So that was their background page. And then this is the tiny kit for the rubies. So the cat page with the pier. Okay. This is the ruby. Let's see. Let's go with the. Okay. You get the smaller. So you've got the small. I can think. Oh my gosh. Postcards. And then you've got the pages. These pages. Okay. And then you've got the tiny mini freebie Friday, and then smaller pages and smaller pages of these. Okay, so that was extra. This is totally extra because, yeah, because. So, hi Joan, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so if you are an emerald, you did get, so it's emerald, gets everything. You know what, let's do it this way. We'll show you this way. Okay, so if you're an opal, you got this. Plus you got your page for this. Plus you got your page or 2 pages, I can't remember, for the magnolia. Okay, because they got, apparently you guys got 3 kits this month. Last month you got the all the flowers, the red, white, and blue. So yeah. Okay, so if you're an opal, you got this. If you are a sapphire, you got what the opal got, and you got the tags. And you got your sapphire and opal pages from the other 2 kits. And then if you are a ruby, you get the mini kit plus the sapphire. Oh, the other thing, at sapphire level, you have the Zoom call numbers. You have the information for our Zoom call on Monday at 3 o'clock and our Zoom call on Thursday at 1 o'clock. And you are invited as long as you are a sapphire. You get to come. Yay, sapphire. And you get the opal. So as a ruby, you still get the sapphire and the opal, and then you get a mini kit. Okay? And the mini kit for the ocean was huge. It was not a mini kit. It was a full kit. Watercolor ocean. So as a ruby, you get all that. And then diamond, you get this beautiful side-by-side page. They don't care, you guys. This is because they get the discount. At diamond level, they have a 10% discount off the Etsy shop journals, and 20% off all digitals in the Etsy shop. When the Etsy shop goes on sale, that 10%, they get a special code, and they get the sale price plus the 10 and the 20%. And oh yeah, but that's not, that's like, yeah, well, we get a discount. What they really are excited about is they get the sneak peek. So they get to know what we're doing next month. And the sneak peek comes on the 27th. And sometimes it literally comes as, it started out, you guys, it was a peek. Like, you guys, this is the theme we're doing. You might want to, you're going to want to have this and this and this. I've totally upgraded the sneak peek. Basically, they get to start their journal and collecting their stuff and everything, because the sneak peek on the 27th might be a peek, but by the 28th, they've got the information for the journal. They are waiting to get into the group. They get to get into the group early. And then if the video is made before the last day of the month, they get the full video. But they get my written notes, okay? Sneak peek, then my written notes, then they get in the group. And of course, you guys all know that the group doesn't open until all of the information is in the group, okay? So, yeah, so that's what they get at the diamond level, which is 15. And then the emerald, they get that special kit that we get to work with. And you're going to see me working with a couple kits here in the next couple of weeks, because I have the June kit I'm going to be able to use that in my August challenge journal. And so there will be a couple days that all I'm doing is I'm using the emerald kit from June. I do have one June kit left. So yeah, there's that. Okay, so emerald. And then the levels that are higher than that, they include a journal. And so if you're interested in that, let me know. Okay. Hi, Kathy Ashley. Welcome. And I said hello to Joan. Okie dokie. So that's the kit that I added. And that's pretty cool. So the other thing I want to show you that the Patreons have been getting. Oh, and the really big news is that I figured out how to attach the files again, and I will be going back and attaching the photo files to last week's Patreon. They think they did an upgrade. It took me forever to find the attacher, but I found the attacher. So when we have someone new come in to the Patreon and they're a paid Patreon, I add a freebie for all the paid subscribers. So this month the theme has been shells, and so Christina joined us. So her welcome gift was the full page of the shells. And so the really cool thing about full pages is you can take your full page and use the Microsoft, where you play with your pictures, and you can print 4 postcards of this, 9 wallets of this, that thing, 5x7s or whatever. So she came in, and then she upgraded. So she got a second one. Now the really cool thing is I'm making it for Christina, but I share it with everybody. All of the paid Patreons now have access because Christina joined us and she upgraded to shell. I love this one. So you've got the shell postcard page and you've got the shell full page. And the shell postcard page can be a page in your, a flip up page in your journal as well. So Christina, welcome. And everybody says thank you. Okay. Then we had Katie, and Katie did an upgrade this month. And so Katie got the cat page. The shell cat page was her first upgrade. And then Katie upgraded again, so she got this page. And everybody, all the paid Patreons, they have access to these. So this is one that you can just go ahead and, print these back to back, and you've got pages for your journal. So we also had Stephanie join us this month. So welcome, Stephanie. I'm going to play with this page. Maybe we'll play with this one in a little bit, because this one is meant to be an envelope. Okay, this page. And so there. So I do have some more pages that I've got ready for those that come in and become paid Patreons. So I do still have some more that are ready in the folder to for those that come in. But there we go. We've got, so the Patreons, everybody that is a paid Patreon had access to all those pages. Okay, so basically you've got a shell kit, kind of. You got the magnolia. So this is the magnolia. I don't remember who got what. There's more than that. There's more pages, because there's more pages that are that, and that are like this. Okay. So that. that is the blue magnolia. And then of course the Patreons also, depending on your tier, if you are a ruby, you get most of the ruby. Yeah, ruby. If you're a ruby, diamond, emerald, you get most of the kit. Okay. Just wanted to explain that. And okay, so I don't know. I think that these are really cool. And like I said, I needed something that was going to be quick for my journal. And so, oh yeah, I found the attacher. It's under a plus sign in the Patreon. I couldn't figure out how to attach the file. So I was telling you, I was like, okay, what do they do? Just save it? Is that how we do it now? But and I emailed them, and they emailed me right back. That was pretty amazing. And so, but some had figured it out, but we were having troubles. Okay, so of course, with the ocean, one of my favorite things to add is this. And so I'm going to start with the simple one. I'm going to go ahead and add the drywall tape or joint tape. Okay, and then you can use, I still have a few pieces of scraps up here because I have not, I don't figure that I have finished my journal, but there are a couple places in it that I wanted to add something. So these might be the somethings that I add. Okay. Oh, good. Crystal did help you. It was really frustrating because it's like, you guys, everybody's had this happen. With technology, it's like, you know how to do something, and then you go in and they change it, and it's like, okay, now I don't know how to do it. I think it's very frustrating. I'm going to add this. So if you guys remembered from the day that I did the tape, so I did a variety of adding tape to scraps, to your scraps, and then making them so that they are something that you're able to use. Okay. So just quickly building this up. Okay. And then of course you've got your words, and I'm going to go ahead and, you know what, let's use this one. And I'm going to do okay. I usually rip this. Is this the one I want? I guess. We're going to a birthday party tonight. our friend, well, our friend's son, who is also our friend, is turning 50. I'm going to go with beach vibes. So again, I'm using the Freebie, and the reminder today was to use your sewing machine to add texture and to be able to add the back, you know, to add something to the back quickly. Okay, then I've got this. Things are sticking to me. Okay, let's pull this. Did you guys see that Chuck Mangione passed away? He was my dad's favorite. My dad listened to him and Pat Metheny in his office. So very much a part of my growing up. Tom played his music the other night while we were out in the patio. Okay, very simple, but I like it. I don't think you even need to do as much. I'm going to go with Walk Along the Beach. Okay, now this one, I went ahead and I sewed along the bottom of the words. You know, because you got the sewing machine out, and of course I added my favorite word. So enjoy. And okay, this would also be the Walk Along the Beach would be cool on one of the crazy ones, you know, where you did this. Walk along the beach. I like that. I'm going to put it on here. Okay, so I made like a little frame. Now, of course, I could like take the small picture of Izzy and put it in that frame that was in the Friday freebie the other day, or a couple weeks ago. I think you guys are pretty set on beach stuff. What do you think? I was almost tempted. So my plan is to use the Mary Englebright fabric from the sale, and I'm going to use the Summer Daisies digital and Child's Garden of Verses book. I'll show, because you guys, the images in here are like perfect for using with Mary Englebright. And this is one of the things that she always has in her stuff. The world is so full of a number of things. I'm sure we should all be as happy as kings. And this image is in that kit. This was what we made at the VIP. Escape at bedtime. You guys, the VIPs are fun because we make a project, usually. Sometimes we make a bunch of ephemera, but usually we make a project that is, we get it a good start on it. That time we made this little goodie, and then I had bought this from Maddie at one of her sales when I first met her. So Spectrum Art Creations. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead. So do you add stitching to your, actual sewing machine? Do you get out your sewing machine and sew? Okay, this one, I can put this in. This is lace that I've been using in this journal. Oh, darn. Okay. That is probably good enough. I do love using these tickets. All right. I can't wait to see what you sew. Okay. Okay. So, I got a lot to do today. And I ran out of packing tape. I came in here because I thought maybe there was some in here, but I didn't find any. So all the orders are packed. I've sent everybody their invoice. If you did not receive an invoice, email me at dearjuliejulie@gmail.com, and make sure that you check the email that I sent, because the PayPal is not Gmail. Okay, so PayPal is not Gmail. It is it's in the email. I sent you a special email so that you okay. So, and some are getting theirs, have gotten them already and are getting them today, their packages. So they're all packed and ready to go to their new home. Okay. That's the same one. I basically have finished this, my challenge journal. Then I have these two that I'm working on filling. Okay, so that's why I have out all this stuff that Yes, I got yours, Jenna Lee. Yours is in the bag, ready to go. Yeah, in just a little bit, I'll be taking it to the post office. And yours got taped with packing tape and Scotch tape. Okay, so here's one with the palm tree. Okay, so I have this. You guys know I love the numbers. And I'm going to go down here. Oh, good, Rhonda. There was a lot of fun things. Okay, so there's that. And then up here, I'm gonna do that. And we'll go ahead, we'll add this lace to this one. No, Kathy, it's Etsy. It's not Etsy this time. It is PayPal or Zelle. And the information for that is in the email. I sent. So there's an email, and then there's an email with an oops. That's because I told you the wrong email. So it is not Gmail. It is not Gmail. Okay, listen to the waves is what we've got here. I can't wait to get these finished. So I just used scraps and tickets and scraps of lace that are on my desk. Listen to, where's the, listen to waves. No, listen to the waves. So again, these I'm working on, I'm using the Freebie. Do I have a copy of the, got so much on this desk. Did I use all the freebies? Thought I had one left. So what is the next kit everybody is planning to use for their, yeah, I don't see it. The bag maybe? Nope. Okay, well, I can show you. So it had a tall tag. It had the pier. So here we go. It had the tall tag, the shell, the pier, and the watercolor. So you got the pier, the shell, the watercolor palm trees, and the taller palm tree, regular. And then up at the top, you have your Bible verse, your stamp, and your words. And that's what was on your freebie this time. So, and I showed you that I had gone around and attached this to the back of the copy paper, and then on the cardstock I just left it blank. But I went around while the paper was full sheet, and I stitched on the papers. This one I just stitched around here. I stitched around. This one didn't get any stitching. Then I just stitched down the side on this one and just a little bit on that. And it's, I mean, I'm going to be able to sit here and make tags to go in the journals that I have left. And I can mix them or not. This one we went around this and around the whole shell a little crazy. Okay, this is cardstock. And this is copy paper. So the copy paper is backed with that. Okay. So that's what I'm going to continue to do. In between getting the digital ready for Wednesday, I also showed you that I pulled out some book pages out of a Under the Sea book and added the backing to these, and that gives me some more cards to go into the journals. And I like them. They're pretty. This one's pretty big, and it's really cool, and I will probably add it in with a paper clip. So yeah, I think that's... Hi Penny, welcome. So yeah, so the other thing and then I also showed you the bag that I got at Home Goods, and I went ahead and I've added a panel to the front of this, and I've got some tags. I added that to that. So while I was at the sewing machine, I just kept sewing and sewing, so that I would have some things ready that I can use in the journals that I'm just trying to get finished in the next couple of days. Oh, I have an Enjoy. Anyway, and it has stitching along the bottom there. So I do have on my desk still, I have the tapes. Oh, you know what? We could go ahead. We could use the tape from the other day. If I could find it. It's with my Misfits. I pulled it out yesterday, and then I didn't use it at the... Oh, that's what the freebie is. It's available at patreon.com/Dearjuliejulie. This was from a couple weeks ago, and this is last week's. So freebies, all about the beach. Okay. Oh, and also the Patreons, along with what else they got, the paid Patreons also got some extra 4th of July flag things. So that was cool. Yeah, I don't see it. So I guess we'll go straight on to our verse card. And we have the one, yeah, we have the one that I stitched around. I kind of like to use things from the day. So that's kind of the idea is that today I was playing with my sewing machine. Now, I didn't take you in the kitchen when I was sewing. I sewed and then showed you what I had done. It was just straight sewing or going a little crazy and going round and round. Look at the back of that. Ah, my grandma would be freaking out like I am. So, you know what? I'm going to go ahead. Cut around or rip around it. I'm going to put this down here. And I think I want to use this. Okay. I'm going to end up having to cut through the thread. So I ripped a little. Just going to cut the thread and then rip. Okay. So this is for my verse ring. I'm going to go ahead and I'll glue across the bottom here. Glue this. I'm not going to make it a pocket. I don't need a pocket. Okay. Oh, it's a little bit. I'm going to go up. I'm going to go. Yeah, I'm going to use this. Yeah, we're collaging. And it's kind of funny with the thought that came in my head. It's kind of like that stuffed crust pizza that's like getting 2 pizzas here. Even though that was one image, it kind of looks like 2 totally different images. Stuffed crust pizza, that was funny. That's what came into my mind. Okay. So our verse is, "For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us." Romans 8:18. Okay, and I'll let that stick off the side. I will cut this side off because that just kind of looked like I was lazy. Okay, now what else can I put on here that I'm going to put this crossed. right up here. We did use some ticket stuff. So Amber, they got a flood warning last night. I have not talked to her yet today. Did not use that, but I did use a little bit of this. Oh, I like that. Okay, so Freebie is really free and it's available in the Patreon, the Dear Julie Julie Patreon. So patreon.com/DearJulieJulie. And there are a couple years of freebies there. There's also freebies at buymeacoffee.com/DearJulieJulie. However, I don't put them there anymore. But there are some there. Okay. There we go. And this will give me my verse card. I kind of want something along underneath here. What if I did, I usually cut that off. What if I go ahead? Oh, look, there's one right there. No. What's everybody doing for the weekend? I know Jenna Lee said she was working. Bye, Cat. I just saw your bye. You're probably long gone. Okay, so totally collaged. But I like to use whatever it is that we're using in the video to add. So this is the one that we did using the crafting on Sunday. I'm going to be, well, I was going to be crafting and I was going to invite you to join me tomorrow morning, but I have to make a digital. So I might pull out a movie, watch a movie. So again, if you finished your journal in June, make sure you're watching the June group. Okay, so that gets added in to my verse ring. You can see they're all totally, they're different. I do different stuff. It has to do with what's on my desk. And sometimes it has to do with what the theme is. Things, what's going on? What's going on? So here we added fabric, piece, moon. That must have been when I was making the moon journal. So, yeah, there we go. All those verses on a ring. and they're just index cards, and then Dear Julie digitals from the Friday freebies. The majority of the time, I add a verse to the freebie. Sometimes, like last week, I forget, and so you know what? I think I'm going to take this one out and put it with these that are in the other direction. Oh, like that. Okay. I have told you these things so that you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world. John 16:33. Looks like I was using the sticker book that day. Rejoice always. I've got things blocking so I can't see what you guys are. I don't know. Okay. Yes, you can do it. You can do it, Kathy Ashley. Okay, so verse ring and Friday freebie. And I have finished a few of these. So you will see these show up in the, I have a fourth journal, plus the VIP is somewhere here on my desk from last month, which is beach, because the beach time kit is what those that finished their journals in May, they received the beach time kit. So, okie dokie. Yep, that's exactly true, Big Mama. And the challenge gives me content, okay? So that's, I love the dangle on this. So this will be in the Patreon at 2 o'clock. The journal will be in there, and it is full. I'll be doing the flip through tomorrow, where you'll be able to see everything, but I did, all my clusters are in here. There are still lots of pages you can write on. And so, yeah, but it still needed some things. That's too big. So I finished the required items, and then I've added other stuff. So, yeah. Oh, the other thing is, I forgot to tell you, you guys, napkins. You can use napkins in your journals. How did that happen? Did Julie use napkins? Yes, I used napkins. And so I'm like, okay, everybody, you can use napkins in your journal if you'd like. So that is a quick look at the journal. It's called Golden Sea Breeze, and it will be in the Patreon, and you'll get the journal. The shipping is included, and you'll have access to everything in Patreon. So you'll have access to the Zoom codes. If you purchase the journal, you'll have access to all of the all of the digital pages, and you'll also receive the July. If you purchase it in July, you receive the July embellishment kit that the Patreon or the Emerald Patreons are receiving. Okay? So, thank you guys so much. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you tomorrow with a flip through of my challenge journal. Bye. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.